I think it's working.
Probably. So, if you're watching this live, you're probably noticing it's a bit late. That is because I, Rogue of Heart, aka Silver, had to go pick up a window unit air conditioner and install it, which took about an hour and a half.
Yep. Mind you, I think they're probably a minute behind. I don't know what our timing is. All right. So when did we last leave off? You recall what happened last time?
Something about a clock tower, maybe?
No, that's a different game.
I
Clock
kind of want to play
Towers.
Take-Two.
It Takes Two is great. You want to
It
play
is.
that again sometime? At least just swap characters.
I mean, not for the channel.
I mean, not for the channel, but just sometime.
Casually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is, like, it's very good, but, like, both characters have, like, different play styles, noticeably, so it's like, oh,
Yeah,
everybody wants to,
it has replayability.
Yep.
That's why New Year's, me and Biddy went and played Operation Tango again, but this time swapping who's the hacker and who's the agent. Operation Tango was pretty fun. I think you'd enjoy it.
Maybe.
You and Ian should play it on your free time.
Quark, you mean?
Yeah.
Look, I'm pulling off combos. How clever am I?
And I'm pulling off my clothes. I'm kidding. That was a terrible joke. I don't need to pull off my clothes anymore because I have air conditioning, which means I'm not going to wake up to it being 88 degrees anymore.
Actually, I can probably level up my, Warple Blade.
Hell yeah. So I saw the new Doctor Strange today. I'm not going to spoil anything,
I know,
but it is
we talked
very
about
good.
it. We talked about it. Let's not keep talking about it.
I'm not. Like I said, the only thing I'm going to say is it's very good. And that is the end of the conversation.
They may be hostile at first, but their true souls are trapped. You must release them.
Oh yeah, these are the ghosts of the sailors or some shit.
Not know their own minds. What's true of the living is often true of the dead.
I like that line, though. What's true of the living is often true of the dead. That's clever.
I was playing Phasmophobia with Jitters yesterday. Jitters, Sin, Blackjack, and Batty.
Oh, shit.
What?
You've been playing Phasmophobia. Neat.
Yeah.
But that's a horror game, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
You play
the
as
one...
ghost hunters.
Yeah, I think I've heard about this.
It was pretty good. I suck.
That's fair. I think everybody sort of sucks when they play one of those, like, long-term games right off the bat. You don't know the characters, you don't know your special abilities, etc., etc.
There don't seem to be any special abilities.
Fair enough.
For
Well,
the
it's
character.
about learning about the rules. You gotta learn, like, the tells.
Well, yeah, that's what Batty has like 60 levels in it, and everyone else was at level 1. Like literally installed the game that day, me included.
Oh, Shark.
Oh, nice. What is this? A sci-fi original movie?
Boat Shark. This time, it's dry. It's out of control.
I actually liked Ghost Shark. I love the Ghost Shark scene with the slip and slide.
That sounds absolutely wild, by the way.
So it's basically this person going down a slip and slide, and at the end, the ghost shark like comes out of the ground and eats them as they get to the end. It's really stupid, and I love it. It's back when sci-fi original movies actually meant something.
That's fair.
I feel like Sharknado was the last good sci-fi original movie.
And they've just been making Sharknado ever since.
Yeah, Sharknado is the Minions of sci-fi original movies. If that makes sense.
It makes sense. Come on, get over here.
We could probably make a sci-fi original movie.
You know my pitch?
But
Titanic 3. I'm pretty sure Titanic 2 has already been trademarked.
yeah, by that Italian company.
Probably. So my pitch is that the Titanic 3 is in space with space sharks.
That's just the Doctor Who Christmas episode.
Wait, really?
You remember the Titanic, the space Titanic?
Yeah, but there's no space sharks. That was also a very good episode. Now that I think
It really
about
was. I love the guy who straight up lied about being an expert on human culture.
Yes, he makes the thing that they use in to bring the Doctor to them at the end of this series, The Stolen Earth.
Yeah. The thing that Sarah Jane Smith used, right?
No, it was the he ran the company that so the former Prime Minister
Harriet Jones, former Prime
Harriet
Minister.
Jones, yes, Harriet Jones, former Prime Minister.
We know who she is.
Yes,
I'm a sage.
she
A sort?
she has something called it's a device. It's a name, but it's the name of the guy who was on the Titanic with the Doctor. So
Yeah, that was actually the first episode we got to meet Wilfred, but he was played by a different actor.
No,
who
same
sadly...
actor.
What was it?
I'm pretty sure it's the same actor.
Okay, then it wasn't the first time we saw Wilfred. Oh no, because what it was he wasn't originally Wilfred at that time.
Oh
but
fuck!
the
Fuck!
actor
Fuck!
who
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Aw.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Rip.
I'm so
Rip.
sorry, dear God. I have a massive fear of deep water.
Falling. Oh, this.
Deep
is this
water
water?
and sharks. This is all underwater.
Oh,
It has been for a while.
look, it's been 2 weeks because last week we had.
It's underwater. Did you not see the evil sharks with their glowing orange eyes sailing by?
Okay, well, I was thinking like, I didn't realize it was underwater. I didn't remember that it was underwater.
Releasing me. I never dreamed.
Nobody ever dreams. We're all just hallucinating in our sleep.
God, I was so tempted to say a thing, but it would be a slight spoiler.
For what?
Doctor Strange. There's a thing about like the nature of dreams.
Is it peeking into multiverses? Ooh, spooky.
Yes, actually.
Oh, that's fair. Like, as soon as you mention it, like, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a major spoiler.
I mean, that's
It-
fine.
It's a thing that's stated in the first 5 minutes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it says that dreams are just visions of the multiverse of alternate selves. I like the jellyfish.
Kind of
thing.
jellyfish.
I know it's one of those doll things, but it moves like a jellyfish. Or I guess an octopus.
I gotta hate these things.
They kind of look like Metroids with the hands, like Dark Metroids.
That's fair.
It's gonna. One of them's gonna possess your rabbit outfit and become Dark Alice after it gets blasted with Phazon. I'm surprised there's not like a whack-a-mole boss. Oh right, this game doesn't have bosses.
Yeah.
God.
It's like my one main and only criticism of this game. You know, I actually have more criticisms if you really want to hear them.
Yeah, sure. But I want to say one thing first.
Yeah.
If I made a 3D platformer like I think like Mario 64 or Banjo-Kazooie, the first boss would absolutely be a whack-a-mole style boss. They have to like
Can a soul be so ignorant?
Ground pound.
ground pound. Yes,
That's
ground
that's
pound.
cool. Um, there's a lot of games where like they have to cut out the bosses. Psychonauts 2 almost had to cut out its bosses.
Oh man, that's rough. I don't remember the bosses, but I wasn't the one that played.
That's fair. The bosses includes giant hand puppets.
Yes, I do remember that. With the and they were you had to. It was like a chef.
Yes, and you had to throw food back at them.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, can you imagine if Psychonauts was multiplayer? Are
It
you
would
taking
be
damage from being in
fantastic,
the?
by the way.
Yeah, like just play as the girl or players. Oh, there's a certain game that is multiplayer that we have discussed playing for the channel.
What is it?
Thanks for
Hat
reuniting
in
me
Time.
with my
Oh
ship.
yes, Hat in Time is great fun. Well, that's
We
something
both
I
100%ed it, obviously, but it's still
Yes, we
fun.
have, yeah. I mean, here's the thing about Hat in Time. Just because you've 100%ed it doesn't mean the magic is gone.
Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those things that's always fun to replay.
Do you think that they're
There's,
gonna make a sequel? Like
I
we
kind of
haven't.
hope, I kind of hope they don't. Like, I hope that if they do, I hope that they make like another game that's its own thing, but still has that kind of charm. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Um,
But my main issue right now is that they haven't really made anything new in a while.
that's fair. I mean, they don't have to.
I mean, yeah, Gears for Breakfast does not have to make a new game. What I'm saying is, I really like a Hat in Time, and I would like to see more games from them.
Yeah, I would too. But I think that I'd like I would like a new original game
That's
rather than
fair.
just a sequel. Because I don't know what else they could do
Oh, dang it. That's
with.
cuts out all the music entirely. Dang it. I wish there was like more control over like the music in some of these games because sometimes it's like, oh, there's you either have a very loud music or no music.
Yeah, it has very bad mixing.
You know.
God, I'm worried that I'm gonna like accidentally kick my air conditioning in the night.
Oh, like where'd you
I'm
end up
not.
putting it?
It's right at the foot of my bed. My bed is like level with the windowsill,
Hmm,
but I probably won't. I don't tend to toss and turn,
that's fair.
but I do talk in my sleep.
You wanna know what makes this fight obnoxious? All
The
those
fact that it's,
slugs, they mess with your targeting system.
oh god, I hate that
Did
kind
you
of
just
fake
have this much
difficulty
trouble?
bullshit.
You know.
Uh,
This is one of those games where I'd say like a soft lock would do better than like hard locking. You know?
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm trying to think of like other games that like have like hard locking that's like kind of obnoxious when like a good old soft lock would just be better.
Wind Waker.
Probably.
Wind
Oh, that
Waker's
was way too close.
Wind Waker's bosses are really bad about having artificial difficulty by having just a bunch of tiny mooks running around that make targeting difficult.
Oh, thank God.
Like the boss itself is not difficult. It's just targeting. Like if you can freehand it, the boss is a piece of cake.
The heck was that?
Oh.
I got a thing up here, but it's like hmm. Dang it.
Oh, you can recover. Yes.
No.
Oh, you were
Better
so
take
close.
better take the damage there. What game would you consider like a cult classic?
Oh god, that's so a cult classic is defined by initially not being received well, but then
Poor sales.
yeah. Yeah, initially not being good, but then
No, not
being
it could be great forever. Like it
no,
doesn't matter. Just
no,
poor sales.
not being received well initially, and
Ah,
then and then over time becomes very appreciated. Uh, Wind Waker is definitely one because at the time it was released, people hated its art style. But then but now it's regarded as like one of the best ones. But
I
that's very
personally would not count Wind Waker because it's a Zelda game. It's always going to have like a high pedigree attached to it. It's sort of like saying, ah, yes, the game with every advantage in the world and like all
well
this
no
attention from
because
a publisher.
Wind Waker did not sell well initially.
Really?
People did not like it, and a big reason why is because of the Space World trailer.
I
Back
highly doubt that. That seems so
no
weird
no
for a
no,
Nintendo game.
let me explain. Let me explain. So, Space World, when the GameCube was first announced, they had a demonstration with of what it could do by showing like a fight between Link and like what it could do visually speaking by having a fight between Link and Ganon. The Ganon that that's model was used later for
Smash Brothers.
Smash Bros. Melee, and it for the time looked amazing. It was like the next step, and so people were excited for that. So when Wind Waker was finally announced and it looked nothing like that, it was very cartoony. People did not like it. They hated it. And that's why it initially did not do very well at all.
I want you to Google this right now because I am very skeptical. Because it's Wind Waker, it's a Zelda game. That just seems
Okay,
so
to put it in
wrong hearing that.
to put it in perspective, Ocarina of Time sold 7.6 million copies. Wind Waker only sold 4.6 million. That is an entire 3 million less copies.
To be fair, the GameCube was not well received.
Let's see. Well, Twilight Princess for the GameCube specifically sold 9.96 million copies.
Fair enough.
Oh no, my mistake. 8.85. The 9.96 was for the Wii version.
Mm.
But yeah.
Okay, but that's still a lot. I mean, when I say like, I mean like games that are like stop that. I hate these things. The Colossal Ruins because they're absolute BS.
If you want a cult classic, Eternal Darkness. It was not well received initially, but now a lot of people do enjoy it. It wasn't well received.
I thought it was a big hit.
Was it? Hold on.
It was a big hit. It was a big seller. It was like the reason why.
I thought it didn't. I thought it didn't sell well until like years later. Let's see. Because it didn't. Its sequel was canceled, like straight up canceled.
But that's because the developer didn't want to make it. It's not because it was canceled. It's because the developer made a bunch of really bad choices, and thus the game never got
Eternal Darkness sold less than 500,000 copies worldwide.
really.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it sold even less than Wind Waker.
I mean it's a horror game. Horror games never sold particularly well, no matter what EA would like to believe.
Silent Hill sold well over 1 million copies.
Silent Hill was also a which one? The PlayStation game or
PlayStation.
okay, the PlayStation game. Yeah, Silent Hill had like pedigree, so
All I'm hearing is excuses.
fair
Like
enough. Fair enough.
anytime I give you the actual numbers, you're like, "Well, it doesn't count," which means
Fair
you
enough.
are gatekeep, gaslight girl boss right now.
Oh, this is violent.
Hey, what are you talking about? It's a children's hospital.
What's this way, Alice?
Color theory. We haven't seen a pig snout in a while.
Yeah, they're very well hidden.
I know, but you still hear it, don't you?
I can hear it. I haven't seen one.
Oh, wait, is there one in this room?
No. What's in this room is this.
An anus.
No, it's a seashell.
Oh.
She sells seashells by the seashore. But what
Aren't
if
these
she
people
doesn't
dead?
kill or be killed?
Oh, what the fuck kind of Undertale bullshit is this?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's kill or be killed, Alice. Kill or be killed.
Oh, Deadly Premonition.
Oh, that I can believe, yeah.
Yeah. Psychonauts.
Are you looking up a list of cult classics?
I am actually. Alan Wake. Eco was this Eco? Wow. Oh, hey, American McGee's Alice is on the list.
That's fair.
What else? Katamari Damacy.
Really? You know, I can
Metal
believe
Wolf.
that.
Oh, Metal Wolf Chaos. I can believe that.
Yeah. No, that's that was like Japanese exclusive for years. Of course, it's gonna be a cult ass classic.
Okay, that's fair.
That's like saying, "Oh yes, Mother 3 cult classic, only available in Japan."
Oh, there's someone made an IMDb for cult classic. Okay, this is a very, very basic bitch fucking lit. They have things like Night Trap and Medieval. Diablo? Diablo wasn't a cult classic.
I'm out. I'm out.
Pokemon wasn't a fucking cult classic.
Pokemon a cult
What the
classic.
fuck? Wolfenstein 3D? What kind? This person doesn't know what a cult classic means. Fucking Gauntlet Guitar Hero 2. Okay, I can believe Demon Souls. Demon Souls didn't get popular until after Dark Souls.
Demon Souls sold incredibly poorly.
Yeah, like people did not appreciate it until Dark Souls came out.
I mean, it did have like its own hardcore fan base, but that's like saying,
Well, yeah, that's the cult.
yeah,
That makes it classic.
that's fair.
Postal Bad Fur Day
Does Postal count as a cult classic?
Oh. Oh my
Probably.
god, this person does not know what a cult classic is. They have Conker's Bad Fur Day and Dead Rising.
Really?
On their list. Super Metroid? That is not a cult classic.
That's
That
like
isn't-
saying that Star Wars
Mario.
is a cult classic.
Mario's a cult classic.
It's kill or be killed, Alice. The blood on your hands is now
In
drying.
this bottle.
I I got a health
Yeah.
up. Yay!
Yeah, no, Super Metroid is not a cult classic. It's just a classic.
To be fair, Metro games never sold well, according to Nintendo, and they only care about the Japanese market. So no Metroid game has ever sold well in Japan. They always sell really well in America, though.
Does Knights count? Nights into Dreams?
Probably.
I've never played.
I can believe Nights into Dreams. That was Yuji Naka's messed up little dream thing that he tanked the entire company for.
Pro Skater 2 was not a fucking cult classic. That's just a classic. Pro Skater 2 was one of the best skating games, and it was one of the most popular games on the PlayStation. PlayStation 2.
I am really mad that the Pro Skater remake never ended up on Steam.
You know what I would love to see put on
Ugh,
Steam?
that's gross.
That is gross. I guess they played too much Liar's Dice against Davy Jones.
They played too much cult classic Super Metroid.
Yeah, fucking. Frogger? Are they really putting Frogger as a cult classic?
I will tell you right now, Frogger
No,
and the Great
not-
Quest is a cult
no.
classic.
No, that is just a cult. Galaga is not a cult classic. It's just a classic.
You know,
Same
we
with
should
Altered
play.
Beast.
We should play. We should definitely play Frogger and the Great Quest.
It's been on my list, but then I keep playing better games.
To be fair, the one reason like I say yes to it is because it's a game from my childhood specifically.
Jesus Christ, this person has no idea what a cult classic. Listen to these things they put on their cult classic list. Star Wars Battlefront 2, Donkey Kong, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Quake 3. Okay, I can understand Sonic 3D Blast. I can understand that. Because that wasn't the best received. But it was fun. I had it for the computer.
That's fair. Woo, woo, woo. Alice controls very well. A little janky.
Sonic R wasn't a cult classic. That's just a classic.
The music is class.
Okay. You know what? Actually, it was for the Sega Saturn, so I can understand where
So,
they're
so I'm
coming
mostly waiting for this conversation to die out before I run into this room.
Oh, then go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Is this gonna be like Coraline?
the show.
The
Maybe.
opera?
Maybe.
I really like the opera scene in Coraline.
That was a really good scene. Coraline has so many good scenes.
Oh my god, you know what you should definitely play?
What?
Or see if you can play? Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick for the PlayStation 2.
Oh,
That's quite enough of that, I think. Enough preliminaries. Here's the performance you've been waiting for. Proves I'm without prejudice and have a fine sense of humour. Sword and crown are worthless here. I invite everyone to dance. Labourers, lawyers, church and gown.
let me check because I think
Yeah,
I turned off. I think I
subtitles.
turned off the subtitles. Did I? I turned off the subtitles. How did I do that?
Probably when you were messing with the volume.
Fair enough.
All make their little frats. This life is full of random death. And he
There we go.
shame.
And then the walrus ate all the oysters when the carpenter wasn't looking.
No, he's looking right now.
I'm talking about the original
Oh,
poem.
fair enough.
The carpenter went into the back room to get like something, and when he came back, they were all eaten. God, that is horrifying. I can't believe Jamie Hyman did this.
Who?
The guy from Mythbusters, the walrus guy.
Oh. Jimmy Heineman.
Yeah.
All will be served, so to speak.
Wicked thing, feasting while Wonderland is destroyed.
I'm not the enemy you seek, Alice. I tried to hide this bit of.
I like the carpenter's design.
Appeasement's never clean.
I'm a big fan of like masquerades.
I love the Carpenters. You know.
He's got a nice cloak. I can't tell if he's wearing like a masquerade mask or if that's just his face.
That is his face.
Yeah, okay.
It arrived when you arrived, and it's more horrible even than you could currently imagine. The death of a dream caterpillar may know how.
So
Now I
now we
gotta
have to
find-
find Absalom.
Oh yeah, the caterpillar. That's his name.
Yeah.
Is that strictly in the Tim Burton
That-
movies, or?
No, that's his name.
Oh, okay.
What? Oh, the blood in my mouth tastes
Yeah.
like bile. Where's the brute that hit me, Nanny?
Nasty prat's out cold. Not dead, and more's the pity.
What did he want?
What they all want. Money he didn't earn. What were you thinking, butting into that
Absalom
mess?
means
Could have been
father of
killed.
peace.
Nanny,
Mm.
my mind's in pieces.
Is a Hebrew
I still have
name.
terrible visions, and I need to know.
Absalom or Absalom?
Same as always. You need to
Actually,
move
let me
on,
double
Alice.
check.
So do I.
Absalom, according to this baby name website.
How do you spell it?
Dead, I killed them, I should have saved them, I should have
It is
died.
Absolem.
Radcliffe
That's Absalom, yeah.
bring her round.
Yeah, Absalom.
After a year, he lost interest in her and her
That's David's kid.
Still, always
Maybe.
asking his bizarre
Who the
questions.
fuck puts Cubert as a cult classic? That's just a straight classic.
Okay, so do you know the mythical story of Absalom, or have you're pronouncing it?
No, but I know that David was a huge asshole, biblically speaking.
Yeah, pretty much.
He basically brought a gun to a fist fight, and then he sent this guy to war to die so that he could steal his wife.
Yeah.
David is literally Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Common as
Well,
cockroaches.
one of the things
Those
David
types
also
of
did
food
is that
criminals, like the blameless ants that
Oh
He had
my
a bunch
god,
of
what the fuck
kids.
is wrong with that kid's
spy
face?
feeble prey.
You visited my room at Rutledge. What were you?
Recall that? Radcliffe paid me for a bit. A woman alone sometimes does what she doesn't particularly feel like doing, as you know.
Nurse Whitler said you'd fallen on hard times.
I'm no drunk like her. I'm hurting no one. Hooking's not a bad life.
Oh hey, the Telltale Batman is
She also
on
said you picked up
Steam.
my rabbit.
of course.
Please, Nanny, talk about the
That's the thing that we
Stand
should
by.
definitely
Never
play.
seems
That's
to
a really
help.
good one.
Look, Alice, I can't give you what I don't have. Radcliffe wrote the inquest report. I'll take you to him. Besides, he's got your damn.
Yeah, we should see if we could do that.
All right, but Mr. Radcliffe's useless.
I don't want to do any Telltale
Don't I
games on this
know it?
channel
You know what? That's fair.
because there's a lot of talking, and then it's just like a bunch of sitting around and waiting for them to finish talking, and then we're not doing anything for that period of
I
time.
mean, we could just like make fun of the story, make our own dialogue while they're talking, like we usually do.
Yeah, that's a different kind of.
To the ground, Bill.
Yeah,
Thing.
that's fine.
And then I probably want to do Borderlands because like that has Patrick
style.
Warburton.
Yeah. You know, Patrick Warburton played one of my favorite characters in The Batman, the 2000s animated series.
Which one?
So after that one detective became Clayface, Yang ended up getting
A
or
detective?
Yin, yeah, and he was voiced by Patrick Warburton,
Mm,
and he was an absolute idiot
that's
in the
fair.
best kind of way. He was an endearing idiot, which is Patrick Warburton is really good at voicing endearing idiots.
Yeah,
Alice
he
Liddell,
does end
Mr.
up
Radcliffe.
playing a lot of idiots, which I feel is like
I suppose you better come up.
Well, it's
fair
not
enough.
typecasting.
There was a little typecasting for him to do that for a while, but he also played Buzz Lightyear at one point, so
Oh man, the new Buzz Lightyear movie actually looks good. I saw a trailer for it.
oh yeah, it looks exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Look at this guy. The ancient scroll is parchment, and the characters are drawn in Indian ink, which Radcliffe claims the Chinese invented eons ago by mixing soot, lamp oil, gelatin of donkey skin, and musk. He does know some remarkable things.
Is that real? We'll look that
Probably.
up.
I would not be surprised if it was a thing.
I'm gonna look it up.
Radcliffe, who can make even fascinating subjects boring, says that the curved blade of a 16th century Maito katana and the shorter sword is called a wakazi, both used by Japanese samurai.
Looks like Indian ink was made by either the Greeks or Egyptians. Both the Greeks and Egyptians had it, and there's some debate on who invented it.
Fair enough. Keep in mind, this guy is specifically from like the 1800s, so everything
Yeah,
he's
that's
doing
fair.
is painted by the times. Zandu porcelain, Mr. Radcliffe says, is the Ming Dynasty's finest, beautiful shapes, best colors, and most prized decorations. So the Ming Dynasty, you've heard of the Ming Dynasty treasure cruises, right?
I don't know, but I do remember like this antiques show on History Channel where someone that kind of like Storage Wars kind of thing. It was basically a show about like antique hunters or some shit, and someone was like, "Oh man, this vase is like priceless Ming Dynasty. It'd be worth a fortune if someone didn't drill a hole under it to turn it into a fucking lamp."
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Found her family dead by misadventure. She won't accept it. It goes on and on about her killing memories and her need to know the truth. The alleged truth is, the fire began in the library when the cat knocked over a lamp. The blaze trapped her parents and sister upstairs. Sister Lizzie never even unlocked her door. Died in her bed. The guilty cat always sets her off. She denies it. Makes no sense. It can't be, etc. Agreed. From the outset, Alice was my candidate for the pyromaniac. The girl had a fixation with fire. I once remarked that I thought she might have had a larger role in causing the tragedy.
I am completely lost on the story. Is she still trying to figure out who set fire to the place?
Yeah.
Like, it won't be those incidents where it turns out it was actually her the entire time.
No,
I do not remember.
it's not.
Mm.
Because she
It's
thinks
like
she
her
is.
brain will explode.
So,
Is it mad to pray for better hallucinations?
God, I just remembered the
Some
dumbest
favour
thing
to
I've ever
inspire
heard.
right here.
So, I was listening to a video. I was listening to an analysis on why, on the problem with the current state of Hollywood and their desperation to subvert expectations. And they put in a clip of an interview. I don't remember with who, but they were like, "You see, I subverted your expectations by having the expected thing happen. So I subverted the subversion." It's like really stupid. The main point of the video, though, was that the desperate attempt to subvert expectations sacrifices the narrative and any character development to make way for the subversion of expectations, and like it ends up becoming a twist for the sake of a twist, which is the kind of shit that M. Night Shyamalan does.
this
And
is
so basically,
so weird. Is this the real life, or is it just fantasy?
caught in
Trapped
a landslide.
No escape from
No
reality.
escape from reality.
Easy
Open your
come,
eyes.
Easy go.
Look up to the sky and see.
Okay, you know one of my favorite movies, Dinotopia, right? Technically a miniseries.
I've heard of it.
Yes.
I don't think this is reality.
There's a scene in Dinotopia where they're asked to write essays on their personal philosophies.
Did someone just write their lyrics for Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes.
Oh my god.
One of the two characters writes the lyrics for Bohemian Rhapsody, and because all of the other characters are trapped in time from the 1800s onwards,
I think it's original.
they think it's original, yeah.
You're not that good a liar, and I'm not that stupid. But something a bit less calamitous would have been welcome.
This unmitigated disaster is your doing, and it will give
I love his sultry voice.
It's a heavy schedule.
Very
Get
good,
moving.
yeah.
Time waits
It
for
is.
no
You
one.
can see the
Change
seams.
has begun.
Oh,
Oh yeah, on the neck. They should have gone the fucking chicken run route and gave him a scarf.
Is there really so little hope?
actually, I
There's
think
even
he's meant
less
to be
if
decapitated.
fear paralyzes
You know what? That makes
the
sense.
most.
Because I believe in the previous game he got crushed, so he should have
The
died.
ghost?
Well, he came back,
can't-
so he
yeah.
lived, but
He got better.
he got better.
That's still one of my favorite jokes in Monty Python. You know what my favorite Monty Python skit is? I know you know the answer, but say it anyways.
Is it Dead Parrot?
It is Dead Parrot.
I was gonna say something from like Monty Python and the
Life of Brian.
no, I was gonna say something from one of my favorites, the Killer Rabbit.
Oh, that is a classic.
Yeah.
God, that movie is so quotable.
That is a very quotable movie.
Yeah, we just quoted it.
It's almost as quotable as the most quotable movie I've ever seen, The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
Journey
yeah.
begins with a single step.
A single step off London Bridge. could
Princess
end
Bride is
my
great.
journey.
Failure as your
You saw the thing where like the actors, like various actors, like did scenes of it for like, out of boredom during the pandemic, right? During quarantine, and Carrie Elwes played Humperdinck
Really?
or Humperdinck. Yeah. Shit. Well, it was Humperdinck or Humperduke.
Oh, it's
I think
Humperdinck.
it's Humperdinck. Okay.
Prince Humperdinck.
Right. Yeah. Humperduke is a location in Critical Role.
Mm.
That's what I was thinking of. God.
So American McGee was involved in the making of Doom 2.
So I didn't we mentioned that, and the whole John Romero thing.
Yes.
I didn't realize that American was his actual name until I looked up stuff about him and found out how fucked up his backstory was.
Yes, we talked about this on stream, I believe.
Yeah. So I guess that made me.
Vaporous ledge only appears as
I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Just somebody whose name is American always raises questions. Like,
Are you even from this universe? Are you? You sound like you'd be from a universe where America doesn't exist.
Maybe he might even be from Alice's Wonderland, for all we know. That's his fascination with this game series.
It's called Underland.
It is Wonderland, and I will fight you on this.
Yeah, I still think that's one of the dumbest things out of the Tim Burton film.
The reason I think it's dumb is because there's like so many different interesting things you can call a world, and then just go with Underland. You know, because why? What's the point?
To make it the thing is, like, it's also like a pseudo sequel to the original animated Disney.
Yeah. But my issue with it is that it's like, well, why are you calling it Underland? Because one, it's a dumb name. Two, it
serves no purpose. I guess it's to show that, oh, she was a little girl and that's her interpretation of it or some shit. I have no idea.
The teapot.
Oh god.
The teapot. I love
my
this
room
one.
is actually my room is actually pretty cold right now.
Oof.
No, that's a good thing. It's currently like 90 degrees outside and
Teapot
it's night.
cannon. Never seen before. Automatic steam exhaust cap. Clock face pressure meter. Devastating tea grenades. Throw an instant tea party. It will be a blast.
Throw this grenade and then count to 3. Do not count to 2 because that is too soon, and do not count to 4 because that is too late. Do not count to 5 as that comes after 4. You shall count to 3, no more, no less. And that is another Monty Python Holy Grail reference.
Boom.
I should watch Life of Brian again. That's a good movie.
I saw it like once and was like, I'm good.
That's fair. Would you rather watch Life of Brian or Meaning of Life?
Never seen Meaning of Life, to be honest, so.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's got the Universe song.
Universe song.
Yeah. You're standing on a planet that's spinning. Wait, that's fading and revolving. Revolving at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You know, it's a really good song. I'll send you a link to it. Meal Life. Meaning of Life is the one where the people end up dying at a fancy. They throw a dinner party for their boss, and end up dying from food poisoning because they undercooked the fish, and then they're just like they treat death like it's an inconvenience. And they're tired of walking, like, as soon as they get out, so they decide to go into the car and drive off with the ghost of the car. Meaning of Life is pretty good.
You know what's a really good movie about death? Beetlejuice.
Yes, Michael Keaton is my jam.
Michael Keaton is very great, yeah.
Oh, he is absolutely fantastic.
I think if I had any like one complaint about Beetlejuice, it's that it hasn't aged particularly well.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
Or
like
it aged perfectly if you remember that Beetlejuice is the antagonist.
Fair enough.
Like, yeah.
God, there was a TV show.
I know, it was so good. I watched the shit out of it.
I've never seen a TV show.
Oh, it's great. He has he's best friends with a gay French skeleton.
Doesn't he like team up with Lydia? These are the two most
Yeah,
powerful characters.
Yeah, he's Lydia's best friend. And basically she gets bored and he gets bored and just goes to make her life a bit more difficult, but like it's endearing because they're friends. But like her parents don't know about him, and so she tries to keep him a secret. Yeah, it is not at all in the continuity of the movie.
That's fair.
They don't even have they don't even have Alec Baldwin or oh god, I don't remember the actress who played Barb.
No idea.
I'm gonna look it up. I always forget that it's Alec Baldwin that plays the husband because
Yeah, when you say it like that, it sounds so weird. It's like, wait, really?
yeah, no, I always forget because he was so skinny in it.
Wasn't there was a movie that had Alec Baldwin in it, and it came out like the same time as Allegations did? So what they did is they reshot the entire movie with a different actor.
Gina Davis. Gina Davis is the actress who plays Barb.
Become of my beautiful valley.
All things change in the fullness of time,
Uh.
often not for better.
I wonder what her and Alec Baldwin situation is.
Probably not good.
Let's see.
Isn't he still doing Boss Baby stuff? These are the only people who will pay attention to him.
Okay, so he did win the case on the whole killing the person being an accident. It was an accident. It was ruled as an accident.
That's fair.
Yeah. And it looks like he has been pretty fucked up by the whole thing, which is understandable.
I mean, yeah, if I just shot a man and their blood is forever on my hands, even if I'm innocent, like, dude,
Yeah.
that's still fucked up. Like the dude who killed Bruce Lee's kid, yeah, he's innocent too, but it's like he just killed like his best friend, yeah.
Bradley.
It's Brandon
God.
Lee, I believe.
Brandon Lee. Okay. Oh, Gina Davis played Huntara in Princess of Power. I didn't know that.
Who?
Huntara from She-Ra.
I have no idea who Pantara is.
Huntara. She was the girl from the Outland that had the gang.
I've never seen the past episode 2, so.
Oh my god, you should watch the whole show.
I really should, but at the same time, it's like...
Watch the show and form your own opinions.
That's fair.
Ignore what Twitter says. Twitter is, like, not a good source to form opinions.
Well, I'm aware mostly because there's allegations that the writer was stealing storylines from other popular media, so it was just like...
I mean, I don't know any popular media that has the same kind of storylines other than, like, the very basic foundation of, like, you know, the hero's journey kind of stuff.
I mean, it was like, there was an allegation that the writer was ripping off almost wholesale a very obscure anime that its name I can't remember, but it was also about lesbians who and the ending is like apparently a shot-for-shot just recreation of that. So that's one of the arguments I've heard. But to be fair, I am literally saying this is a third party on like a scenario that I was not present for. So for all I know, maybe it's not the case. That's just people drawing weird connections.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Gene Simmons' son who shot-for-shot plagiarized Bleach, entire chapters of Bleach.
Fair enough.
Because this is the first thing I heard about it. The only drama I really heard about She-Ra is that people were complaining it's too woke. But
yeah, that's a different kind of thing. I'd argue that's actually an endorsement.
Yeah, that's why I was saying you should not form your opinions based on Twitter, because... Also, well, actually, no, the last drama I heard was that people were saying that it condones domestic abuse and stuff like that because people are idiots who think that a villain doing villainous things means the writers condone that kind of thing. It's like... I really hate people who are like that.
From what I've heard, like, apparently one of the issues with that is that Catra sort of gets away with all of it. Like,
she really doesn't.
Oh, that's what I've heard. Again, maybe there's like somewhere out there it's like, no, Catra really did get properly punished for her behavior and did get called out for it. But otherwise, I've heard like people like, oh, nah, opposite. She never got punished for it.
Oh no, she absolutely gets punished for it. Like, she ruins her own life. Like, maybe not punished in the sense of, like...
Dying?
Getting arrested? Yeah. Yeah. But, like, punished in the sense that she ruins her own life. She makes herself extremely miserable until, like... until she takes the first steps to try and achieve redemption.
Fair enough.
And even then, she has to work for it. Like, like, imagine people trying to make the same complaint about Zuko, like saying Zuko wasn't punished for trying to capture the Avatar. even though he absolutely was. Like,
We had like
Is
an
he-
entire like what? How many arcs about like Zuko having to like deal with the fact that maybe catching the Avatar wasn't what he really wanted out of life?
yeah, one of the armor-piercing questions is you have to ask yourself, who are you and what do you want? That is one of the most powerful questions in Avatar.
I always liked
And also,
the idea that Zuko has no idea what to do, even if he did catch the Avatar. Like,
yeah, I mean,
what's he gonna do? Bring him, drag him all the way across the world in a little boat, and then hand him over to his father, and then what's gonna happen? He expects
Well,
Daddy to just be like, "Oh, son, you are forgiven." I don't think he even
Well-
believes that would happen.
I mean, what happened is exactly what we see in season 3 of he does get accepted back at the right hand of it, and the guilt would eat at him because deep down he is a good person.
Yeah.
Like, and he knows that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Uh,
And even then, there's like the really great scene where like Zuko is Zuko's kind of projecting onto Aang.
Yeah,
As-
when
because-
Aang was unconscious in the North Pole.
Yeah, he's like, "You're my sister, amazing, talented, everything always goes right for her."
You were born lucky. I was lucky to be born.
Yeah, that really is telling of like Zuko's main issue. Like,
Yeah,
His-
it's the society. He lives in a society.
Zuko is constantly feeling he has to earn the right to exist. Like unless he's constantly proving himself, he doesn't deserve anything. He doesn't deserve happiness. He doesn't deserve. He has to work for everything.
He's
which is-
self-sabotaging.
Yeah,
And that's why, as soon as he does realize who he is and what he wants, that is the moment he takes charge of his own life and confronts his father and then leaves to go train the Avatar in the ways of the firebending.
there's a great scene in season 2, and Zuko.
Zuko alone?
No, before that. It's the scene where Zuko is with an earthbending girl, with an Earth Nation girl, and she's a scar just like him.
Oh yeah, that was Zuko alone.
No, that's before Zuko Alone. It's when he's still with Iroh. They go their separate ways afterwards.
Oh, was it in the Tales of Ba Sing Se?
No, it's the one before that.
I know the episode you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it-
Her
it-
scar is like on her arm, and she's like, "Yeah, we've all been hurt by the Fire Nation. I
Yeah.
understand." Yeah.
It's very cute because, like, in any other series, they would have had that be the moment where Zuko, like, finds somebody to, like, hang out with, and they'd do a lot of scenes together, and it'd be like, oh, there's a romance forming, and he's better now because he fell in love, etc. And I know that would not have been as satisfying as what we got.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's
no.
like
It
Zuko realizes
shows him that he's not alone. Like, there are people are hurt just like him.
yeah,
People are products of their own society, just like he.
Yeah,
is.
it's a great scene partially because Zuko is confronted with something legitimately important, like he could learn something, but rather than learn it and become better from it, he immediately
Run.
sabotages.
Yeah, he runs because he doesn't. He's too angsty. He doesn't know how to handle acceptance.
Yeah. So there's this girl, and they could have had something if he decided to stay and hang out with them, but no, he immediately bails. He immediately steals from her and runs away. Like his
Well,
reaction.
yeah, he steals
to,
her-
Yeah,
Oh, he steals her ostrich horse
Yes,
thingy,
that's what he
and
uses
that's
in
what
Zuko
leads
Alone.
to Zuko alone.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's okay.
that's
I know
the one.
the-
Yeah.
God, Zuko alone is. I know this is a very basic opinion, but Zuko alone is the best episode.
I think it's one of the top 3. There's
Yes.
if you made me sit down and watch every episode of Avatar again, I'd probably be like Yeah, this one's better than Zuko alone, but at the same
I-
time, like that's like saying, ah, yes, this diamond that's been cut 5 million times is better than this diamond that's been cut like 49 million times. It's like it's like, oh, they're both diamonds.
Yeah, I would say my top 3 episodes are Zuko Alone, Tales of Ba Sing Se, and the Ember Island Players.
In that order?
No,
The Ember Island
Uh,
Players is a very good episode, though.
yeah, and the thing about it is, it could have easily been the worst episode
Oh, yeah.
because recap episodes are very hard to do.
That's-
I think that but it does a fantastic take on recap episodes, and I think that it would have been without the ending that the Ember Island Players give it. It probably would have just been an okay episode, but
Oh yeah.
seeing the Ember Island Players like give a version of what happens if the Fire Lord succeeds and they all die.
Oh god,
like,
that's
that
that's
really
so messed
put-
up.
Yeah, it really puts it into perspective of like,
Just what they're
this is
risking.
this is the penultimate episode before the 4-part finale.
Yeah.
So it really does put in perspective, and I think that's what elevates it from a pretty okay level to a pretty okay episode to one of the best.
Oh, hello. Get away from me. Run, 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 run.
I think the by default worst episodes, just because, you know, as good as a series is, there are like ones that are not as good as other episodes. I think that by default, most of the episodes that aren't as good are in season 1.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's an understandable reason as to why, because they're still trying to find their footing, and they don't necessarily have a main plot to follow other than just make their way north, so it's very episodic.
Yeah.
And that's why they tend to play more often as reruns than the other seasons.
Yeah.
And that's a major reason as to why The Great Divide is panned as the only bad episode, because the Great Divide isn't. I wouldn't say that it's bad. It's just very meh. But because it was like the most common reran episode.
Because it's got a moral within it, huh?
No, it's just because it is completely disconnected from any other episode.
That's fair. To be fair, I think they do it a lot because it's also one with a moral, so they can be like, oh, don't you see? Everybody loves a good moral.
I think it's just because you don't need context of any other episode to watch it. Like with season 2 and 3, like there's not very many episodes that are completely isolated. I'd say that maybe the Dirty Dancing episode and the Tales of Ba Sing Se are isolated episodes, if you know what I mean.
That's fair. But they're both really reliant on the context of where these characters are, and even like Tales of Ba Sing Se has like Aang looking for Appa, yeah.
Yeah, Aang and Momo looking for Appa.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Aang does. Momo's the one that looks for Appa. Aang builds a zoo without a
yes.
permit,
Yes, I remember that.
and then there's the episode that does elevate it to one of the best episodes.
I love the bit with Zuko and that Earth girl.
Yeah, that's who I initially thought you were talking about.
Yeah, that's
until we mentioned the
Chicken horse.
ostrich. Yeah.
Okay, what is
God.
here? Like this big ass room. What am I doing here?
What is it?
I found a monster here. There's nothing in here.
What are any of us doing here? What would
Okay.
you say your top 3 are?
I'd have to see a massive list again, but Zuko alone for sure.
Okay, not counting Zuko alone or Tales of Ba Sing Se.
Okay.
Because those are very obvious answers.
I would definitely pick the one in which Jet dies.
Yeah, that was the Crossroads.
Yeah,
wasn't
the
it?
Crossroads of Destiny, I believe. No, the one before
Yeah.
that.
Right. Yeah, it was a two-part finale.
No,
It was,
I think there's a bit more to it. I think that was like a little more midway through. Like,
oh, you're right, because he died in. It was Lake Laogai.
yeah.
The saying that smoking stunts
Yeah.
growth.
Adults assault children with that.
Uh,
approach.
what
Usually
else?
while they've got a pipe stuck in their mouths.
I won't ask you to inhale. Let the smoke.
We got two more.
envelop you.
Ooh. God, I hate this level.
Oh, you gotta shrink down. Do you want to save this level for next time?
No, let's keep going. How long
Okay.
have I been streaming?
About an hour, 20 minutes, I
Yeah,
think.
Well, let's see if I can get through this because I dislike this level quite a bit. It's mostly because it's
Bland.
mostly because it comes right after my least favorite level, and
Are those,
doesn't
were those-
change up anything.
are those mahjong pieces flying around?
Those are mahjong tiles. Welcome
God,
to the mysterious East.
I loved the mahjong episode of Chowder.
I've never seen that.
It's the deviled eggs.
I want to make it very clear. I've never seen a single episode of Chowder.
Oh my god, we gotta binge Chowder. It is such a fun. Okay, so Chowder is as funny as classic SpongeBob.
You know what? That's fair.
Like,
Did
it's got.
did you ever see that video that's like, oh, massive leak for Chowder? And then it's like...
Yes, and yes, it was the April Fool's video that was posted, and I knew, seeing the caption, you sent it to me.
Yeah, I did.
Seeing the caption, I knew immediately it was going to be the onion. Like, it was going to be an onion had fallen on the city, was my guess, and there was just a giant, the leaked onion in the
Somebody
kitchen.
broke their NDA agreement. No dropping
Agriculture, something
agriculture,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, it was... That's the kind of humor it has. Like, it is very much visual gags.
That's fair.
I
I do love me some good old visual gags.
They use so many visual gags and fourth wall breaks. When at one point, Chowder's like, only we can stop them, and then Truffles is like, what about me? And Chowder's like, no, you're not in this episode. And she just like fades out. And then there's the absolute best fourth wall gag
Didn't Little
ever.
Nas X make a song about Chowder?
I don't know, but I would believe it.
I can guarantee you he did. Look it up. It's
The absolute best
it's about
episode.
the pink bunny girl.
Oh yeah, the original Yandere, Panini.
Yeah, it's a song about Panini.
Yeah,
It's a good
yeah,
song.
he does have a song called Panini. I'll give it a listen, or I'll give it a watch once the stream's over. But there is one called Panini. I can look up the lyrics.
The video itself has the character in it. Like the music video has Panini.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch a music video after the stream ends.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, looking at the lyrics, I can definitely believe it.
Yep. I mean,
Uh,
write what you love, man. Go all the way if you have to.
The
Have you
yeah, the best visual gag in Chowder is in the episode where Truffles is sick, which means the other characters are able to basically have unlimited access to their finances, and so they waste all the money they have.
Oof.
and that means they have no more animation budget, so it's just the voice actors in the room, like, what do we do now? And they're speaking in character. They're like, what do we do now? There's only one way to solve this, with a car wash fundraiser. It's just a scene of them washing cars.
There's an episode of Gumball where they have to sign a contract in order to get more funding for the show. They have to sell out. And the characters will start losing animation frames. They're like, wow, we're devolving. We're becoming cheap child drawings without a budget.
You know, Gumball is the spiritual successor of Chowder.
I can
Like,
believe
if you
that.
like Gumball, you would absolutely love Chowder.
I've never actually seen Gumball either.
There was an episode, or there was an entire season building up to the villain of the season was a season 1 character who got background character who got wrote out of the well, not wrote out, just stopped appearing, and then he ended up like in universe. That meant that he was put into a void of non-existence, which he had to claw himself out of. And that's how he became the antagonist of the season, if I'm remembering
That sounds
correctly.
so horrifying.
Yeah, no, it is horrifying. I love it. I think there's like I'd have to watch it again. It's been so fucking long since I've seen it. I think there was a gag of like people not remembering who he is, which makes sense because you know he was sentenced to non-existence.
If you're curious, I'm very familiar with the episode in which they realized they're being copied by China.
Yeah, the bootlegs. I like the Saber Spark episode of that. Oh, did you see the newest Saber Spark video?
The one about people drawing porn of him.
Yes. I'm surprised there wasn't any of Saber Fart.
Well, not yet.
Well, yeah, no, not
Still
yet.
very new.
Yeah. He was just adopted into the Saber family.
Yeah.
I hope to see more of
Oh,
Saber Fart.
don't phrase it like that.
But
Just adopted. That makes it sound like it's a child, and that's gross. Oh God.
no. I don't mean like
No,
that.
no, I don't mean it like that either. What I meant was like they're adopting this child from like the Red Ape family, and that's just kind of gross to me.
No. I mean,
oh God. I apologize. That was really bad wording on my part.
yeah. Either way, I hope to see more of Saber Fart. God. I think it's absolutely funny that all these NFT idiots are like they're spending thousands of dollars trying to get their NFTs into Red Ape Family, and all Saberspark had to do was say that its animation sucks.
I mean, fair. Oh God, I just got killed by.
You ran right into that fire.
I didn't even realize it was that close.
Yeah, that's fair. Is there like a thing you can hit?
There we go. Look, I can pull this chain. I can
You
pull
can't
this
pull that
chain.
Chain.
I
Well,
can
we
pull
both
that.
went for the same- we both went for the same joke. God, I miss old Newgrounds.
Hmm.
You know, one of my so there was a discussion of Newgrounds in a server I'm in because there's some Sonic soda out there, and if you cover it part of it, it says Sonic P. Sonic Peed. I think the soda's probably called like Sonic Speed. But yeah, so they're like, well, when you gotta go fast.
Look at all these ants that are dead.
Yeah. What about the uncles? So
So fun
Um,
fact: the paper ants were in the last game.
neat.
They were an enemy, I believe.
So the thought of Sonic pissing fast reminded me of that old Newgrounds joke, where the Sonic brand laxatives
Mm.
so strong that you've got to be sitting on the toilet if you want. You have to already be on the toilet when you take them. It was like classic Newgrounds, so like you can guess what kind of shit it had.
Hobby horse. Brr. Extra
Hell yeah, look-
powerful.
Mikey. Yeah, just launch him with T. I'm a big fan of giant hammers.
Giant hammers are great.
Yeah. Now all of China knows you're here.
Although China knows that you're getting hit by a hobby horse.
You know one of my favorite jokes on the internet is
What?
whenever there's like a beam of light and someone just responds with Zuko being like, "Uncle, do you know what this means?" I was thinking of that because I was thinking about like anytime there's like a big fire posted, someone responds with the all of China knows you're here, and that made me think of like those kinds of gags.
Do you see something? I swear I'm hearing like a pig going.
Oh, I have no idea.
They started introducing invisible pigs. Oh, there we are.
I didn't even see that. It's so discolored.
Yeah.
Nice.
All mine, precious teeth ripped from orphans.
How long is this level?
Lengthy.
We should probably call it a night then.
Okay. Let's at least just see what these guys have to say.
Is she the chosen one?
Our saviour?
Our benefactor?
Look at these designs. They're so cool.
Like them.
Paper wasp.
Yeah.
What's this way? I'm gonna be honest. This is one of those games where I could just like go forever. It's just like something new at every corner.
Yeah, but we just got a thing. It auto saved, right?
Yes, you really must. He knows things.
We should call it a night.
What's this way?
I am tapped out.
Please just let me go a little further.
Alright, well, I make no promises. I'm... Okay, after this cutscene. Oh. Alright, now let's call it...
Okay. Oh, Shogun pieces. Okay. Okay. We're calling it.
Yeah. We've been going for about 2 hours.
That's fair.
Uh,
I'm technically cheating because I'm still using this dress. It's a shame. I should
Oh, that's
probably swap to a
fine.
different dress.
It's a cute dress. Fashion Souls.
That's fair, but
No, nobody cares about, like...
the
Nobody
story
cares about
dresses
the
are
fashion.
really cool. Look at them.
Okay, yeah, we'll look at the dresses. At the current story dresses.
Tell
So, thank you everybody for watching. Definitely check out some of the things on the channel. It was Force Unleashed, which Scraps is playing. There is Pokemon Black, which I am playing. There's also Donkey Kong 64, which I am also playing. There's 2 Dungeons and Dragons campaigns, World of Tapir, which is a homebrew I run, and there's also the other campaign is Curse of Strahd, being run by my friend Chalkvi, which I play in. For the comment challenge, what are your top 3 Avatar episodes?
well, Last Airbender specifically.
Yeah, Last Airbender. The show, not the movie.
That's fair. On that note,
Because-
want to see the alternate version of the teapot cannon?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. The Cheshire Cannon. Ooh, I love the fire eyes.
Yeah, that's the one I have right now. Increases damage to enemies by half. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. It also looks cool.
Yeah, it's got the roaming eye. That's always sinister.
Oh yeah. Go with what looks cool. Don't care about stats.
Ignore your feelings. Know only what is cool.
Alright. So with that out of the way, there's no less saying, but good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.